Late in the evening, when the city lights were already glowing, a tired woman stood quietly in front of an apartment door. Her wrapper was neatly tied, yet her body looked weak and worn. Her eyes were heavy, filled with stress, sorrow, and exhaustion. In her left hand, she held a large nylon bag. Inside it were her clothes and everything she had left in this world. Her name was Mrs. Lucy. She had once been a village school teacher, a job she carried out faithfully all her life. Alongside teaching, she was also a cocoa farmer. After retirement, she managed her cocoa farm wisely, and she was truly blessed. But now, all of that was gone. With trembling fingers, she raised her hand and knocked gently on the door. Knock, knock. The door opened. Standing there was her son. "Mother," he asked in surprise, "what are you doing here?" Mrs. Lucy sighed deeply and forced a weak smile. "My son," she said softly, "please let me come inside first before you ask questions." Her son shifted uneasily. "Mother, no, we didn't plan for you to come. Why are you here?" Tears slowly filled her eyes. "There was a flood in the village," she said. "It swept away houses, livestock, farmlands, even my own home. I have nowhere else to go." Her son looked shocked. "Didn't you see it in the news?" she added quietly. "Please, let me stay with you." He hesitated, avoiding her eyes. I have to talk to my wife first." He turned and called out loudly, "Agatha! Agatha!" His wife appeared at the doorway. "Mother," she asked coldly, "what are you doing here?" Mrs. Lucy explained everything again: the flood, the destruction, and the loss of her home. Agatha shook her head immediately. "No," she said firmly. "There is no space here. We are already managing as it is. I am the one earning most of the money. Bills are plenty, and your son is not earning much." She folded her arms. "I cannot allow you to stay. Please go to your younger brother's house. He lives in a big mansion. He is very rich." Mrs. Lucy's heart shattered. She slowly turned to look at her son, hoping he would speak. But he stood there in silence, helpless, unable to defend her. Without another word, she turned and walked away. Tears filled her eyes as she disappeared into the night. With heavy steps, she arrived at her brother's house. She knocked. A maid opened the door and led her inside. When her brother saw her, he smiled faintly. "My sister, it's good to see you," he said. "But why do you look like this?" Once again, she explained everything. "Please," she begged, "let me stay with you. The flood destroyed everything I have." Her brother sighed deeply. "My dear sister, I am sorry," he said. "All the rooms are occupied. I do not want you to disturb my children and my grandchildren." He paused, then added, "What about your son, Eddie? Your son should be the one to take care of you." Mrs. Lucy nodded sadly. "I went there earlier," she said quietly. "But he said he is having a tough time right now." She stood up slowly and walked away. "What will become of me now, oh God?" she thought. "Sandra and her husband may also reject me." As night approached, she arrived at her daughter's house. She knocked gently. The door opened. "Mother!" her daughter shouted in shock and joy.
We went to the village when we heard about the flood. Simeon and I searched everywhere for you, but we could not find you. Thank God you are okay." She wrapped her mother in a tight embrace. Tears rolled down Mrs. Lucy's cheeks. "Thank you, my child," she said softly. "I am here now. Please, can I stay with you?"
"Oh, mother," her daughter replied, holding her hands firmly. "Of course you can. Come in. Do not worry. I will talk to my husband." Mrs. Lucy entered and sat down, looking around the room in silence. Moments later, her daughter called out, "Simeon, please come quickly. My mom is here." When Simeon entered the sitting room, Sandra gently held his hands. "Mother is here because of the flood in the village. She will stay with us." Simeon smiled warmly. "Mom, you are welcome," he said. "We went to look for you as soon as we heard about the flood. Thank God you are here now." For the first time in days, Mrs. Lucy felt her heart grow light. "I am not rich," Simeon continued, "but my wife and I are grateful for the blessings God has given us. We will take care of you." Mrs. Lucy closed her eyes, tears falling freely. This time, not from pain, but from gratitude. "Are you sure, my son-in-law?" Mrs. Lucy asked softly. "You mean I can truly stay here?" "Yes, mother," Simeon replied with a warm smile. "You have given me the best wife I could ever ask for. She has been a great source of strength and support to me." "Really?" Mrs. Lucy asked, surprised. "Yes, ma'am," Simeon said as he sat beside his mother-in-law on the couch. "You know what, mother?" he added gently. "No, my son," she replied. "You tell me." "My mother came to live with us 7 months ago. Her eyesight was getting bad and she needed to visit the hospital often for treatment and regular checkups. With the help of my wife, my mother recovered faster than we expected. Today, she is well." Mrs. Lucy smiled warmly. "Please say a big thank you to my wife for me," Simeon said. "She really took good care of my mother." Mrs. Lucy turned to her daughter, her eyes filled with gratitude. "You did well, my dear," she said softly. "Thank you for taking such good care of your mother-in-law. God will bless you." Sandra laughed shyly, and the room filled with gentle laughter. "We will both go and prepare your room," Sandra said. "We want you to be comfortable, just the way you like it." Mrs. Lucy raised her hands and blessed them both. Then, holding hands, Simeon and Sandra walked away together to prepare a room for Mrs. Lucy. That night, for the first time in a long while, her heart felt truly at peace as she lay on her bed to sleep. Over the years, she had saved money quietly, without noise, without pride, from her cocoa farm. Inside the nylon bag she carried earlier were bundles of cash, her life savings. Days before, she had made a decision in her heart. Whoever truly accepts me will receive this blessing. The next morning, she called Sandra and her husband to her side. Slowly, she brought out the nylon bag and removed the bundles of money. "I want you to take this," she said calmly. Her daughter and son-in-law were shocked. "No, mother," they said quickly. "Please keep it. We can take care of you." Mrs. Lucy smiled gently. "I don't need it anymore," she replied. "I am not returning to the village anytime soon. You both opened your hearts to me. This is my gratitude." After much discussion, they agreed to keep the money in her name at the bank, using it only when the need arose. The house was filled with joy.
Her grandchildren hugged her tightly as she played and laughed with them. Laughter returned to her life, and peace settled gently in her heart. In that loving home, Mrs. Lucy finally found what money could never buy: love, acceptance, and dignity. Sometimes the door you least expect is the one God uses to restore your joy.
Thank you for watching. Please support this channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your support helps us bring more meaningful stories to life. Thank you.